this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. I'm finally done with all the apples, and I've just got my skinny or weird shaped, some of my sweet potatoes washed, and I've started slicing them, and I've got them in water soaking here. And when I get enough, they're going in the dehydrator. I've got 2 dehydrators now, so I should be able to get a nice amount going. I like to soak them in cool water, rinse it, and then do it again, and then put them in my dehydrator. But it's just simple. You slice them as thin as you want them. But don't throw away all these skinny sweet potatoes, because even though you think they ain't really worth anything, you might be able to get 5 or 6 sweet potato chips, or even enough for a whole day for treats for your dog. Like when my dog goes, if she goes number 1, she gets 1. And if she goes number 2, she gets a bigger one. So all these different sizes are great. And that's all she gets, is an all-natural healthy treat. Vet recommended. So yeah, I'm going to get these all sliced up and get them soaking. And then we can load up the dehydrators. All right, this is the last tray going in. And then I'll have 2 dehydrators going. And you can see it's a little time consuming putting all these little ones in, but it's worth it. I mean, yeah, if you've got rabbits, chickens, anything that loves the small little sweet potatoes, but I like using them for dog treats. Actually, my daughter, she'll sit and eat on them. She'll snack on them. They're good and crunchy, just dehydrated, and that's purely all it is. I told her I might make her some bigger ones and use sea salt on them for just to snack on. It's healthy. Sweet potatoes is one of the healthiest things you can eat. But yeah, it gets a little monotonous lining these trays. I've got this dehydrator loaded. But when these get done, it should, I think I get 2.5 quart jars from this dehydrator, and I think I will for the other one too. So that'll be 5 quart jars going on the shelf, and it takes me about a month to go through one for my dog. I've got a little miniature Dachshund, and I dog sit my little grand doggies, so they get them too when they're here. That's all they eat. I keep my daughter supplied too. Now my son's dog, he don't care for them that much. So he will eat a fresh one. He likes eating the fresh sweet potatoes. Now, I can pretend with him and dip it in something, and he'll eat it. So it's just a mind thing with him. But he don't ask for treats that often from me. But yeah, very cost effective, something that the little ones you would throw away. There's one barking now. But anyway, I wanted to bring this to you and show you how I do it. Okay, dehydrators are full, so next was I needed to peel using my vegetable peeler the bigger, medium-sized sweet potatoes, and I made them into sweet potato fries. I've got them soaking in their second round of water, and I got this handy gadget. It's still a little rough with it, but it does do it. So I've got these soaking, and I've got water on the stove here, which I can turn it up now. I got to get this boiling, and when I get it boiling, I'm going to drop the sweet potatoes in it, and they will be in the boiling water for 4 minutes. 3 to 5 is what it says. I like to do 4 just because it's in the middle. And then they're going to get shocked. I'm going to get this emptied and put ice water in it. What is that? And then I got to stop the cooking process. And when I do that, then I'm going to have cookie sheets lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to freeze them for 90 minutes, at least 90 minutes, individually laying on the pans. And then before I put them in a Ziploc bag to freeze them, I will kind of spritz them with some olive oil, and then I just pack in I'll probably do quart bags because it's just my husband and I, and we'll have sweet potato fries for the upcoming winter season. Now the reason you want to blanch these in boiling water is to keep them from turning black whenever you freeze them. If I didn't put these in the boiling water and I went ahead and laid them on my cookie sheets or baking sheets and put them in the freezer, they would turn black. So that is one of the reasons. It also kind of parboils. I guess that's the word I want to use. You want them to cook just a tiny bit, and then when you fry them, it makes them so much better. I don't know all the details on it. I just know that boiling them first for 4 minutes and then putting them in the, see, I've got my big chunk of ice in here. Putting them in the water for just not 4 minutes, just as long until I can get them on the sheets. Now, I've got my baking sheets ready. This is just unbleached parchment paper. And I've got my spritzer here with olive oil. And I'll spritz this lightly so there's a little bit of oil gets on that side of it. And then I'll spritz it lightly on the top of them whenever I put them in the freezer. That gives them their light coating of oil. It don't take much. It helps, I believe, with not sticking together so bad. Even, you know, you're individually flash freezing them and then putting them in the bag. So, but I'll show you what it looks like whenever they get boiling and what I do next. Okay, I've got the first one. All I did was put them in that water to shock it, and I put them on this towel and just blotted them dry. So now I've got my olive oil spritzer, and I'm just going to spritz them lightly with some oil. Don't take much. And then I'm going to put them in the freezer probably for about 90 minutes, 2.5 hours, 3, whatever, afternoon when I get some time, and I'll take them back out and bag them up. All right, the first pan is ready. As you can see, they're pretty solid, and I'm just going to pack a quart Ziploc bag as full as I can get it, freezer bag, and seal them up and get them put in the freezer. Pretty self-explanatory. These are going to be so good. We just recently went on vacation, and I was ordering sweet potato fries anytime I could find them, and I can't wait to be able to fix our own here. So I'm going to get these bagged up, and I'll show you how many I end up with. So I have 3 quarts of dehydrated sweet potato chips. Running 2 dehydrators today. They don't take as long as the apples. But I think I had mentioned earlier that I would get 5. And I was thinking that because of the apple chips, I get 5 quart jars whenever I'm running 2. These here are smaller, so they pack more. So 3 more quarts to go on the shelf. And I've only really just got going on them, so I plan to be doing several more next week. All right, so there you have it. I got 4 quart bags of sweet potato fries ready to go in the fryer whenever we want them. This is just the beginning. I'll be doing them next week too, just to get through them. And I've actually still got more white potatoes. And I did want to say, these are white sweet potatoes. I've done a new variety this year. And I've also got purple skin ones in here, and then the regular Beauregard. So there's 3 types of sweet potatoes in them. We're going to try them all and see what we like. I haven't really met a sweet potato I haven't liked. So anyway, this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.